What is going on, everybody? My name is Cookie6. Welcome along back to the Coventry Comeback. This is the third episode this week. How excited is everybody for this? I'm back on it. I told you I would be back on it. Here I am. Let's kick into it, get the intro sorted out, and then we'll talk a little bit after that about some things like the podcast and a little project I'm working on Ultimate Team. Just intro first. Okay then, first thing I want to talk about is the podcast. We've done 4 episodes of that now, me and Rory. Hopefully a few of you guys have been listening in. Just one of those things, like you can just pop it up and have a listen, see what we're talking about. We normally talk about Coventry City and then some other things. So recently it was, because of the international break, we talked about England quite a bit. And then we had a bit of a debate about Marcus Rashford and Raheem Sterling. Who is the better player? If you want to go over to that video, wade in on your thoughts, feel free. But yeah, the podcast, really enjoying it. If you want to hear a guest, just drop a comment, because that's one thing we're trying to reach out for at the minute is guests come on, because I've tried to get a few, but it's like logistically quite difficult. But if you can fire in a name that you probably want to see within reason, I'm not going to pull in like PewDiePie straight away. But yeah, if you want to see someone, then I think I can try and get them on and sort of see where we go from there. So let me know about that. Second thing though, let's look at the screen now. You can probably see it here. I'm trying to recreate some sort of create a Coventry City best 11 of players. I did this earlier on the top of my head, and it was just sort of players that I remember. Now I probably missed off a few people here, don't get me wrong, but it's basically anyone who's played for Coventry City and had some sort of an impact, who was quite a good player. So I've gone for people like obviously Callum Wilson, who was amazing for us, Robbie Keane, we've got Kieran Westwood, Scott Dan, so there's some good players in there already. We've got 4 goal players, so that's actually pretty cool. And then obviously there's Cyrus Christie, we've got the legend that is Carl Baker, we've got John Fleck, Aaron Gunnarsson, all these players that played for Cov, like Richard Keogh as well. We've got some decent players here. On the bench we've got McGoldrick, Jim O'Brien, James Maddison obviously, Adam Armstrong, Murphy, he was a great goalkeeper for us a few years ago. I don't know what's happened to his rating here, but it's gone down. Apparently Stephen Warnock played for us, I can't actually remember when. And then Martin Craney, he was decent for us as well. And we've also got Coventry City legend Gary McSheffrey, who's on a 61 rating nowadays, so he's gone down a little bit. If you've got anyone you can wade into this as well, if you think there's someone in this game that I can try and get in, then feel free to drop a comment in, because I'm looking for more players. I can't remember who's played for Cov most notably. Obviously I've got my big one here, Robbie Keane. My strike force is looking mean, but my midfield my midfield is looking pretty weak at the minute. Obviously we got a bit of pace on this left hand side, and then we just got God himself on right hand side. But let me know what you think about that. I might even try and do a few videos on that. Let me know what you think. Okay, so as you remember in the last episode of the career, we're back in the career now, people. We had 2 contract offers. One I can sign, which is Leonardo da Silva Lopez. He's said yes, get me in to the contract, and I'm having a bit of trouble with Adam Armstrong. We should any minute now be able to sell Andy Rose on to whoever come in for him. I can't remember. So we're going to skip it ahead. I'll keep you in this screen so you can see it live happening straight away. So we've gone forward a day and we've got some talks here. So we've got, okay, this is a bit bad. Bolton then are in talks with Leonardo da Silva Lopez. So I need to wrap this up now. Also he will go. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get rid of that quickly. Leonardo, I'm going to say yes, you're coming to me, and that's that sorted. I can just worry about Adam Armstrong right now. So basically we've got a signing, straight off the bat, a signing. I didn't want to make that signing straight away, I wanted a bit of time to deal with it, but it's been forced upon me in a way, so I've got to sort of just take a look at what he is then. So I don't actually know much about his rating, he was just recommended by one of you guys. If you shafted me, I won't be impressed, but let's have a look. Where is he? He's 65 rated, okay. Oh my days, this guy's rapid. 95 acceleration, 86 sprint speed. His strength is piss poor, but that's alright. Agility and balance really good as well. He can dribble a little bit and he can finish. Happy days. He's gonna be quite a useful squad player, so that's pretty decent. Is he right-footed as well? Yes, he's right-footed as well. Yeah, he looks alright, to be fair. I'll take that. He's got some very good physical stats there. I have been trying to sell Jonathan Lecco amongst a few others of these as well, so I will give him a go for certain. But yeah, let's have a look at trying to get Adam Armstrong back in then. Also, while I'm at it, I'm going to try and sell one of these players here that I don't really need. So is Jonathan Lecco. Jonathan Lecco is transfer listed, so I really need someone to come in and take him off me, because I haven't liked playing with him at the minute. But let's see what Adam Armstrong's saying then. Can we get him in? I mean, it's going to be difficult now for wages reasons, and as well as just a transfer budget. I don't know if we can get him in. So a player has been sold. That is Andy Rose, obviously, and that's going to push our target back up to where are we at? 650. So that's enough. Have we got enough in the contract? No, we still haven't got enough to give him a contract. We're 9 grand short. I don't think we're going to be able to do it. I can see if I can fiddle with the budget we've got. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference though, because the budget here is it's not really in our favour to sign someone. So I'm going to knock it up to 42 grand right like that, and hopefully you can sign onto something there. I'm not overly confident. I mean, I wasn't confident in the last episode that I'd even get him to accept a contract. He will accept 40, so we're just going to go for that, and we're going to get rid of that. And he's going to come in as an important first team player. Now, hopefully he says yes to that, and he just and that's it, done and dusted. But I don't think it's going to be as nice to me as that. But we'll see how we get on. So the office, we've got a number 1 next to it, so I'm going to assume that is him. Hopefully, what's this? Adam Armstrong. Your office have not been meeting our demands. As a result, our negotiations are obviously not going anywhere. So please don't contact us anymore. I literally gave him what he wanted, and he was like, nah. What is that? Literally, the last thing, he was like, yeah, alright, go on then, that'll do. Like, no, do you know what? I'm going to offer that, and I'm going to offer that, and then I'm going to say you're in a perfect. Hopefully you can talk to me. Like, come on. Like, let's be honest. I offered him what he wanted. So what's he getting in a big like pissy mood for? Let's skip it down an hour then. We are into deadline day now, so it's getting a bit tight. Hopefully we can try and get rid of someone as well, just to bring a bit more money in. Oh fucking hell, he's gonna be a right bastard about it. So that's, I think we just have to call it a day on Adam Armstrong then. So I might have fucked that up. But what can I do? He's doesn't want to talk to me anymore. So I'll keep skipping along. If something happens, I'll let you know. Okay, some good news then. 5 hours to go. We have an offer coming in for Jonathan Lecco. They're offered 2.9 million. I'm going to come back in with 3.5. Yes, I'm going to go for 4. It's not pushing about too much, and I get a nice little bit of wedge coming in, which obviously we could try and sign someone else with. Now, I can't remember who left the comment, but you asked about Lloyd Isgrove. Now, Lloyd Isgrove's, he's probably about 25 by now. He might be knocking on a little bit. Well, it's not really old, but oh, he's 26. He's one of these players that he's all right, but he's not great. He's a right mid as well. Do we need a right mid? We've just signed one, so possibly not. But we'll have a look. Let's see what Southampton ask for, and then we'll go from what they say. So we got Office 2, so hopefully they're going to kick straight into negotiations for him. Okay, they've come back, they're bartering with me, so we're going to just stick it at 3.5 million and say, have him at that, and that's it, final offer. Hopefully they take Jonathan Lecco offers. I just don't like him, simple as that. Lloyd Isgrove is nice and cheap, so we're just going to offer a 1 million bid here. Hopefully they say yes to that, and then we can get another squad rotation player on the wings. That'd be quite interesting, to be fair. I don't think we need him, but I mean, as many squad rotations as we can get, because I'm hoping to get into like a European competition. So, okay, so Southampton have come back and said no, 1 million is not good enough. Push it up a bit. So we're gonna go for 1.2. See what they say to that. They are saying like 1.8, and Blackburn have been really annoying. They're just saying 3.1. So I don't care. Jonathan Lecco is on his way out of the club for 3.1 million. I'm not overly fussed about that one. It's a bit more money coming in for us, which is good. Hopefully, well, I wish it could have happened sooner, but obviously they've wanted to do it on deadline day. So Jonathan Lecco has gone. Lloyd Isgrove has been accepted at 1.2 million. He wants 35 grand a week. Jesus Christ, he's not cheap. So we'll stick it up to that. I'm going to put him as a squad rotation player. He's still a future first team player for Southampton, so I don't know when their future's coming about, 'cause he's 26, but We'll see what happens here. So this is it, make or break. If he doesn't sign this one, I don't think he's going to be able to sign. Transfer deadline day, have you shafted me? No, you haven't. You've made me sign Lloyd Isgrove, probably my millionth Southampton signing of this Coventry comeback series, but they've all been decent players, which is quite decent. We're almost becoming like a feeder club, so it's pretty funny on that sort of regard. So Lloyd Isgrove, 70 overall. Got some good acceleration, good sprint speed, some solid all-round physical stats there. Good stamina as well. He's ball control and dribbling are decent. Not really got a lot going on anywhere else, but 4-star weak foot. He can play right and left, which is good stuff. He's 5'10", injury prone, which is never good, but he's got a bit of flair about him as well. So, interesting then, we got another 70. We can possibly bring him on maybe for Moore, because Moore hasn't been playing the best. But look at all these options we got now. Obviously, we've got loads of kids in here, look at 55s and 60s and whatever. But we've got Hesketh, De Silva Lopez and Isgrove, and that is a very good rotational option for the boys up top. Alright then, so we came out of the transfer window with a 6.39 million transfer budget and a wage bid at 18k. That's good because next season that's going to like carry over, and hopefully we get a decent budget for next season as well. We can try and bring in another big signing. We've got a game then, we're going up against Swansea in, I believe it's the FA Cup. Is it the FA Cup? I don't know. We just got to say no to South Africa before this. Mock off South Africa. But I think it's the FA Cup. It is the FA Cup. Now, hopefully we can go on an FA Cup run, and that would be quite interesting. It is the 4th round. Let's get into it. Alright then, so the two new boys are going to start for me today. Lloyd Isgrove is going to start on the left the left wing role, and De Silva Lopez is going to be on the right wing. They've both gone up 1 overall just because we crossed over a month, so I'm happy days with that. We've also got Hesketh in the attacking mid role, and then everyone else is pretty much in their same usual position. Let's get into this game then, at home to Swansea City in the FA Cup. Okay then, here we are for the FA Cup game. We're kicking off left to right in our white and blue kit. Swansea with a pretty sexy looking kit here. They're kicking right to left. Two new boys starting. What can they do? Let's find out. Lloyd Isgrove's got the ball straight away. He's going to try and give it into... Oh, he tried to give it into Hesketh, his former Southampton compatriot, but nothing happened there. Okay, we've got Hesketh coming forward then. He's going to give it into Lloyd Isgrove. Lloyd Isgrove's cutting back inside. Can he get a shot off? Gets a shot off. It's safe from the goalkeeper. Can we keep it alive? De Silva Lopez. It's out to Hesketh. Hesketh loses it. Tierney coming forward. Gives it to Hesketh. All the way out to Lopez. Can he get his first goal for Coventry City? Yes, he can. De Silva Lopez, on his debut, manages to rifle the ball in the bottom left-hand corner after 20 minutes. Ball comes across. Hesketh all the way over, and he just drills it. Bottom left corner, 1-0 up. That is a great start to his Coventry career. How the fuck has that got in? Are you joking me? Who is... Ah, it's Ki Sung-yong, for fuck's sake. It's 1-1 then. I mean, what has happened just... What has happened there? Literally, the guys just come in, steamrolled it straight past Evans. I can't believe it. What a goal that is. Fair enough. 1-1 then. Fucking hell. Good play. De Silva Lopez has it again. He shoots. It's a good save from the goalkeeper. Can we keep anything from it? It's another shot. Oh, the keeper's caught it this time. De Silva Lopez getting in all good spaces here, trying to get his second goal. Doing really well on his debut so far. Alright, we're at half time then. It's 1-1. We got a good start, and then they scored a really good goal, so what can I say? Let's hope we can turn it around in the second half, get a win, and carry on in the FA Cup. This is the 4th round, so hopefully we can go to the 5th and carry on a good little run. If we win it this season, that'll be absolutely amazing. Fucking hell, I've just remembered. This is the last video before Coventry City go to Wembley, so if you are going to Wembley, I hope you have a fantastic time. Hopefully we can get a trophy for everyone to go in. It's going to be a great day for Coventry City fans far and wide. I won't be there unfortunately, but hopefully on the podcast next week I'll get live reaction from my co-host Rory, and it'll be great. But hopefully everyone go in, you have a great time, and yeah, I'm going to get back to the game now. Alex Martt, give the ball out to Jordan Wright. Probably wasn't the right pass, but we've still got it though. Alex Martin now, he's been harried by a couple of blokes here. He's going to give it back to Kieran Tierney. We're building up pressure. De Silva Lopez is going to use his pace then. Turns his man. Can he get a cross in? Looks for the cross. It's a shocking cross. Got a bit of a problem here. They're coming forward with Marvin Emnes. He has a shot. It's just gone wide of the post. 85 minutes gone. We will go to a replay, I believe, if we draw. So we desperately need this win. I don't want to go to a replay. I'll have tired boys. I can't be dealing with that shit. We've got a league to complete on. Oh, De Silva Lopez is snuck in. Can he get away with him? Can he get away? Can he get away? Can he shoot? Yes! There we go! Leonardo De Silva Lopez, on his debut, has got a second goal. He's put us up 2-1 in the 88th minute. Look at this. Steals it from the defender, runs through, manages to hold him off with his 37 strength, slots the ball home. It's 2-1. The guy's done good. We're going to go on Park the Bus and hopefully see this game out. There we go then. That is the end of the game. We win 2-1. We progress in the FA Cup. Looking pretty good. Leonardo Da Silva has had a stormer on his debut for us. The 66 rated midget has absolutely flown there and he's got himself 2 goals. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Okay, and that about does it for this episode. So a few things to leave you with then. The C6 podcast, if you haven't seen any of them or listened to any of them, then feel free to go over, listen to those. The most recent one's a pretty decent one. Got to a bit of an argument, that was pretty fun. Also about guests, if you want to see a guest appear, then feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below on this video or on the podcast videos, or if you want to send an email in, it is the c6podcast@gmail.com. Also, we've done quite well this episode. That was 2 signings, De Silva Lopez and Lloyd Isgrove, 2 wingers, and unfortunately we couldn't get Adam Armstrong. I think what I'm going to do when summer comes around, I'm going to make him my first goal to get him in, because I know a lot of you have said like get Adam Armstrong in, and I've tried and I failed obviously, but I'll try again. I will try and get him in, and hopefully he doesn't become too expensive, because we were going to get him for a steal, couldn't quite do it. Another thing then, the ultimate team that I'm creating with Coventry City, players who have played for Coventry City who are decent and who were decent for the club is what I want to see. So if you've got a suggestion there, feel free to leave a comment as well. That has been all from me though. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Coventry Comeback, and I hope you're enjoying that. There's 3 videos a week again. I mean, I've literally spammed the shit out of your sub boxes this week. I must have put about 10 or 11 videos out, which has been like Football Manager, the podcast, and Coventry Comeback. So I hope you're enjoying that. It won't continue all of it, but the Coventry Comeback will until it's completed. So thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate your support, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully Wembley's good. Play up Sky Blues. See you later.